she that knows that love I deserve. As people, we put walls up because we are afraid of getting hurt. As people, we put our hearts on ice because we've been hurt by our past. Not necessarily always a relationship of love. It's been a family member, a friend, or just being disappointed by life, period. I am she that went on dates alone to understand me. I am she that understands my power. I am she. Hello. Welcome to Victory of the Minds page where we do Testimonial Tuesdays. But for the rest of the next Tuesdays, we are honored to have the beautiful speakers of the Success Women Conference for 2021. How are y'all gorgeous ladies doing today?
Doing great. Love your opening.
Thank you. That is actually me. That's my spoken word from my album called I Was Always a Rose in the Darkness of Love. So why not put, that as a way to begin to just enhance the, the feeling of things when you, because normally I have Testimonial Tuesdays. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's a way to just have people embrace on what they about the testimonial and tell the, somebody and inspire somebody else to be great or be better. So absolutely, I thank you. Mm-hmm. So can we have each one of you ladies introduce who you are and what do you do at the moment? We can start with Miss Reed.
Okay, we can go. Okay, great. Hello, my name is Dr. Tashina Reader, and I am a therapist. I am a coach, and I am an educator. I am the founder of I Manifest Academy, which is a coaching program that I created for women who, like you and I, whose life experiences rob them of their sense of self and their confidence. And so I coach women to redefine their identity by helping them to cultivate self-love so they can build big confidence so that they can create the life they desire.
I love all that.
In a nutshell.
I love all that. Can we have Ms. Martin, please?
Hello, everyone. I am Keena Martin. I am the founder of a small nonprofit organization, a real estate and insurance consultant, as well as the founder and CEO of Life Coach Unlimited, which is a platform for all life coaches, where it's a one-stop shop for someone to go find a life coach or for life coaches to network. So it's a whole network. And I am happy to be here. And it's just a wonderful opportunity to network with you ladies.
Absolutely. Can we get Ms. Moore?
Hello, everyone. I am Angeline Moore. I'm so excited to be here too, and in alignment with these other amazing women. Thank you, Shayna, for sharing your platform, and I'm just so honored for being here with the other two as well. I'm a multi-dimensional entrepreneur right now. I work in the corporate world, but I am CEO of my company, and I'm trying to launch A+ Living, which also does life coaching for women, for busy moms. I really want to tap into my mission is to activate, amplify, and align their sparkle so that they can really glow up and step into their highest self as a mom queen. Like I'm wearing my queen sweater just because I get into that energy and really want them to shed that mom guilt around taking care of themselves and loving themselves, because when we wear all those hats, we forget that, right? Like we pour and we forget we have to pour into ourselves first. So that's my mission.
I love it. You see how all of this is just combining and connecting. Like I just love how it's all it's coming full circle. So let's talk about Success Women Conference. Now, have any of y'all was an attendee before y'all was a speaker, or was y'all just decided to be a speaker besides being an attendee for the Success Women Conference before?
Well, to be honest, I have never heard of the conference, and I became a part of a sister circle of women who are speakers. And I'm like, girl, you need to, look into, this platform. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so I did some research and said, I'm going to apply and submit the opportunity to possibly speak on this platform. And so here I am.
Hey, absolutely.
So I found Corinne Cherry. I've heard her on Clubhouse. So like Glenn Lundy, and I do the Rise and Grind, and Breakfast with Champions, and Corinne was on one of the episodes. And then I started following her on Instagram, and I attended one of her Success Women's Conference. I don't think it was a Success Women's Conference. I think they hosted another conference like a few months ago. I don't remember what it was called, but it was amazing. And I was like, the next time I want to be on that stage. And so when the opportunity came around for me to be on here, and I really wanted to like start growing my speaker,
Right.
presence, I was like, yes, let's do it. I was like, this is an alignment. I was so excited.
Awesome. Yeah, kind of similar. One of my mentor, she introduced me to the Sister Success, the Women of Success group, and I sat in on a webinar, and it was just so many amazing women. And like the other ladies, I wanted to be a part of it. So I haven't attended before, nor have I been a guest speaker, but I'm excited about this year's opportunity, and I'm so looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
I am so honored. I'm actually my first year actually being an ambassador for them this year. So it's an honor to meet y'all and also be able to network with them as well. A grateful
Yes.
opportunity, a grateful way to learn business and how to elevate yourself, and just to be able to hear y'all speak and give all these gems y'all gonna drop at this conference. So my question to you is, it's called Fierce and Focus. What do Fierce and Focus stand for y'all? We can start off with Miss Moore.
Fierce and Focused. When I think of Fierce and Focused, I really think of a warrior woman, right? Like you're really standing in your strength. You're really shining. And I love the word sparkle. I love everything that glitters and sparkles and shines, right? So I believe in God. So in my faith, I feel like everyone is called to shine and really glow in their presence. And when I hear a woman of fierce and focused, that's what I see. That's what I just somebody very super empowered and just
Right.
really a warrior.
Yes, I love all of that. Can we have Miss Reader?
Sure. And so, in kind of like in the same vein as our previous speaker, I think of owning your power. I think oftentimes we don't recognize our own strength. And so when I think of fierce and focus, I think of being in power, but also owning your power and being able to really show up and knowing who you are and who you're not. And being focused is having just that inner sense of direction, of course, connected to your source of strength to kind of have a purpose and vision, and and it's in alignment with your core values. So when you combine that fierce and focus, you're a force to be working with, right?
You're right. Absolutely. That reminds me of I call it faith over fear. How you have to use faith over fear to do a lot of things. So absolutely. Can we have Miss Martin?
Yes, I must agree with what you guys are saying. That is what it is for me. Being fierce and focused is really just tapping into that inner source and really, understanding who you are and not really being so influenced by what the world has going on or what the world say is acceptable, but really understanding that for yourself by, really being a genuine person and really taking time to meditate and understand who you are from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Absolutely. Now I have one question for y'all, being that this is Testimonial Tuesday and we talk about fierce and focus. Do y'all have a time when y'all feel that y'all had to get fierce and focused through a testimony, that you had to really overcome something? Because we all had a story that we had to overcome.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I have a masterclass called From Fear to Fierce. And I was like, oh, this is in line with, what I, right? And so a lot of what I do is really, like most of us, when we're in a helping profession, we've had our own experiences. And so for me, a lot of what I do comes from a place of my own growth, where I'm a cancer survivor. I am a survivor of domestic violence. And so in those experiences, definitely, lost myself. I definitely was afraid, especially of public opinion. So all of those things that I had to go get through, I believe my go through was somebody else's get through. And so being blessed to be able to be on the other side of it, I believe my purpose is to give back to help other women through it as well.
Absolutely.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I think for me, overcoming just, as I mentioned before, when you have something within you that is strong and it's like fire, but no one outside of you can understand it or even respect it for that matter. And so, it's been many times where I've had ideas or I felt a certain type of way about something, but no one was able to collaborate that or even confirm it. So I learned to really just not look for that confirmation, really search within and trust me, and trust what's been instilled and put in me to move forward in life and to take chances. Even being here today, like I'm not speaking in front of people, showing my face on a camera, it's not something that I would normally do. So I am really, challenging myself, because over the years, I come to realize that has been something that has hindered me. It's just, lacking the confidence based on, others' opinion, or acceptance.
I love it. See, I'm proud of you. I'm giving you a round of applause because I understand,
Thank you.
being shy, having to step in front of a camera, like, wait, no.
Right.
I talk from behind the scenes. So
Right.
that experience.
Yeah, my mentor, she has encouraged me to do so. She like, you have to show up for yourself. So, as a life coach, it's easy for me to tell someone else to do it, but, to actually, set aside and look at those things that I need to overcome is part of the process as well. So I'm growing.
Yeah.
Yes, Queen, I love that. I definitely agree with Dr. Reader and Ms. Martin. You guys are so powerful. For my own testimony, when I had to feel fierce and focused as a mom, my first two kids came from my ex-husband in my first marriage, and having to go through a divorce and be a single mom for a while, it was difficult not to fall into the darkness that kind of tried to engulf me, and I had to really step into it and be like, no, I have to be fierce and focused for my children, and then later on for myself, and really tap into that strength that that I was ordained, that's inside me, that you like Ms. Martin said, you have to look within, right? So
Right.
that's helped me a lot.
That is definitely correct. Like the part of, and I can actually say the same thing. Becoming a single mom, it can be hard, especially when you have to, you weren't like you went in thinking like, all right, we're gonna be together, but then that's not how the cookie crumbled. And it's
Right.
like you have to figure out, all right, now I have kids. How is this gonna work to the next level? Plus working a regular job, and how am I going to be able to grow them, teach them different things. So I get it. I understand all of that and everything that everyone said, because I'm relatable in each thing that y'all all said, because I am a domestic violence survivor of 4 years as well. So I get it. I understand it. And that's where I took my mission to, be fierce and, focus and teach people how to elevate themselves and how to know that there's self-love and love after trauma. And, all these things.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. So my next question for y'all is, all right, what are y'all bringing to the platform? What are y'all speeches are going to be about that these awesome people that's buying these tickets and coming? Well, that's because I think the show is free. So all these awesome people that are registering to come to the show, what are y'all speaking topics going to be on? What are y'all powerhouses? What y'all bringing? All these gems y'all coming with?
Well, I'm just going to be me, right? I'm going to bring that energy, but I'm also going to challenge the viewers who are watching in terms of shifting their mindset. So my topic is on the art of building confidence after trauma. And that is definitely an art to that process. And so I kind of break down, pretty much tapping into my story. So I share my story and kind of use myself as an example that healing is possible, building your confidence is possible. And I just walk them step by step of the things that I've done that worked, and I continue to engage it in hopes to inspire the women and also challenge them with some questions so they can kind of think and shift their thought, like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. I think sometimes when you've experienced any trauma, right, any difficult life experiences, it has a way of rewiring your way of thinking about yourself, right, or how you see the world. And sometimes we get caught up in that way of thinking, don't realize how it's showing up in our relationships, how it's showing up in our work, how it's showing up, just period, right? We tend to shrink and hide behind the possibilities of opportunities because we don't feel confident like we belong at this table. And so I do a lot of questioning. I'll educate, but I'm going to question the viewers to think about these things, identify certain things, and then give them opportunities to think about resources that they have within their reach to access to begin their journey of healing. So that's pretty much my little.
I love it. Listen,
I love that.
I love that a lot.
Especially women, because we hide it better. You know?
Yeah.
So I think
a lot of times we have that is so awesome. Because so many times they have to figure out, like you said, life after trauma and what they have to deal with, you know, coming out of that. And it does take a turn into your depression. Some people come out with anxiety, you know, some people deal with the PTSD. So that is a major conversation that needs to be had. Absolutely. Next.
So, like I introduced myself to, my topic is self-love is not selfish. I share, two different modalities that I love doing. I'm a laughter yoga leader, so I kind of talk about how laughter is the best medicine in there, and then I also go into an exercise with everyone and showing them how you can kind of take EFT tapping, which is a really great modality to use to really think of yourself too, but work through some stuff that you may need to work through. So it's super exciting because I think it's super important to kind of share some of the gifts that I have for your own healing to really tap into that. So I'm excited to be here and for the conference. Thank you.
I'm excited to see what all this because what you said you're doing yoga, laughter for
it's laughter yoga. Yeah, I'm a laughter yoga leader.
I've never heard of that. Today.
I learned about it. I was listening to a podcast, and I one of my mentors who actually coached me up to be a life coach, Kayla Kraft. I heard it from her, and then when I went to a virtual event, I experienced a virtual laughter yoga session. I was like, how do I do this? It was just so amazing and powerful. So I do talk about laughter yoga in my session, and I'm excited to share it for the world because it's fun.
That is awesome. Laughter adds years onto your life, so that's a beautiful thing. For me, it's really about tapping into that inner source and trusting yourself. I think that when you are aligned, mind, body, and spirit, you become fierce, once you have that alignment. So for me, it's really about learning how to focus on the solution and not the problem. I'm a solutions driven person, and I'll talk to you about the problem, but we're only going to spend so much time on the problem before I shift you right on into solutions mode, because the work is in the solution. And there's light in the solution. And part of finding that solution is going back into those moments of trauma where you made decisions like, I'm never going to do this again, or I'm never going to do that, or, based on that situation at that moment. And it was the right decision. But as life go on, you learn that those decisions you may have made during a time of trauma do not apply any longer. So you have to go back and and trace those steps and rethink your strategy. If it still applies, then move forward with it. But if you need to tweak it a little bit so you can move forward and grow, then that's just kind of what you have to do. So that's kind of, my thing. And again, I'm excited to be a part of such a wonderful group of women. I'm looking to learn as well. So I'm excited.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to introduce Miss Sheila. How are you? Doctor, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm Dr. Onika.
Sorry.
No
I
problem.
can't see because I can't see your name. Oh, there it goes.
No problem. No problem.
Sorry.
With these different time zones, please forgive me, but
No.
it is such an honor to be here. And I'm not going to prolong the time, but I'm Dr. Onika Shirley, the founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I'm known as the procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. I'm super excited to be here, super excited to be a part of the Success Women Conference. And I've been listening and enjoying each of you, and I just want to talk about a little about what I'll be talking about. And is you are called to make a difference. So to let each woman, each individual to know that we're called to make a difference, and whatever our difference is, we're different, but we're not different. We're different, but we're not different. And that may sound contrary, but we are more alike than we are different. And so it is important for each of us to know that we are called to make a difference, whatever it is that we have to bring to the table that is necessary and needed. So glad to be here. Thank you.
And the one question I want to ask you that you wasn't here for, we were talking about what fierce and focus means to them. But then I also asked them where was the time that they felt that it was fierce and focus that they had to overcome.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. That's a great question. And I heard the responses. And one for me, where I had to be fierce and focused. I had 2 car wrecks at the age of 19, 3 months apart, which ended up with 26 hours of surgery, a broken left jaw, a lost left femur, crushed knee, broken toes, and a broken ankle. SSI disability went from working to not working. So I had to be fierce and I had to be focused because I called SSI disability and told them they can get their check because I knew what I had here was more than what they were offering me via paper, via every month. So there was a time that I had to be fierce and focused and to know that what I was seeing was not what I saw. And what I was seeing was not what I was going to see.
Amen.
All right now. Amen. God bless you too. Because surgery is not fun. So so 1 to be in a car accident, 2 to have 26 surgeries. That's just God bless you.
26 hours. So one surgery, yes, 26 hours. Yeah, because one surgery was 19 hours. One surgery.
I'll be in pain with my little short 3-hour surgery, so I understand that's a lot.
Yeah, and that experience that young in life,
right?
It taught me to endure. And I always told myself that no other pain that I could ever face in life could be worse than that emotional pain or that physical pain. And so it has helped me a lot over the last 25 years.
Amen.
Absolutely.
So out of everything, what do y'all expect? Well, shall I say, what would y'all want individuals to get out of what y'all are speaking to them from the conference?
Honestly, if I can impact the one in the audience that can resonate with the story and find a way to really embrace themselves and know that they're worthy, and they have a calling too, and how powerful that they are, my mission is accomplished. So I'm just super excited to be able to share the space with all these amazing women and be able to impact as many people that hear the message. So
Awesome.
I have to
For me,
her thoughts in terms of making an impact, and so I'm hoping that what I offer will have an impact to who's ever listening, and also take time to think about their next steps, right? What they can do to show up for themselves in a way that serves them, um, and make an impact that way. I think that's most important. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, for me, as I was saying, like, tapping into that inner self and knowing that your ideas and your concepts are share worthy, and really just creating a sphere for yourself, because you're not alone. There are like-minded people that think like you, that aspire to do great things, such as, the women here, but really creating that for yourself. So joining, different networks and coming together with different people who think like you do, it really empowers you, and it's really encouraging to kind of share in conversation and task with people who really understand the assignment. So that's kind of what I hope to encourage everyone to do, is to expand their sphere going into the new year 2022, to be the best version of yourself that you can create, and just continue to trust your instincts.
Yes. Yes, I love it. I want a woman to know that her life matters outside of her title, being a mom, being an entrepreneur, being a sister, being a wife, being an employee or an employer. If we can get an individual to know that her dreams, her vision, her creativity, her ideas, her life matter. A lot of times women put their lives on the back burner for everyone else. And earlier this week, I had an unction from the Holy Spirit, and it said that, sometimes we cook for everybody else, and when you get through cooking, you lose your appetite. So I want women to get their appetites back when they get through cooking, that they still hungry for life, hungry for their dreams. So I'm excited about this conference.
Yes. Listen, because there's so many times we lose ourselves by doing things for everyone else and forget about us. That is definitely another conversation that needs to be had. Because you'll have some people be like, I've just lost myself as of doing everything else. So if somebody were to say, if you had to inspire somebody that is, have you say, been broken, brutally done, been through life, and they're looking to figure out what's next, how would y'all inspire them?
My motto has been transparency is healing, that an empowered soul has no weapons. And oftentimes in the work that I do, I'm known as a transparent educator. And so I'm open about my story. And so I lead by example, showing them that, listen, there's life after trauma. And so I think that when you're relatable, people can see that, oh my gosh, you experienced that. And they'd be more inclined to want to learn and want to grow and want to kind of walk the path that you've taken to grow and to build in your confidence, or whatever that area is for that individual. I believe that little transparency is definitely healing and inspires those who can relate to what you're saying. It's like a connection, a human connection. Like, we're not robots. We all have life experiences. And so when you share parts of yourself, I think that's very helpful and inspiring to those who hear.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is so amazing, Dr. Reader. I love that. I would say I would invite them to really take that journey of healing and walk through what they really want, to really do that self-reflection, like Dr. Onika was saying, like look inside yourself, like we've all been saying on this stage, and what our message all is really aligned to is that you really need to just know the power that you have within you. And so I would invite them to start stepping into that healing journey towards their next best self, and remind them how loved they are already and how amazing that they are, that they can get there.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I agree. Definitely, searching within. Meditation, I would encourage them to meditate, take a moment to really just breathe and clear your mind. And, and then once you do that, take practical steps. And I really believe in having a life coach, having someone where you can get outside of your head and get those thoughts and ideas and that greatness out, because the enemy loves to keep us cornered, in our thoughts, And so when I'd like to encourage people to really consider a life coach, because it allows you to have practical steps, not just because I'm a life coach and not because I have the network, but it was a life coach for me that allowed me to understand, what are some practical ways that I can make changes, and what are those things that are keeping me stagnated. And most times it's those things that are painful to think about. We just kind of brush them aside. And as one of you ladies mentioned before, is, we suppress those thoughts and those feelings, and they show up, And so I just find a good life coach, if it means getting more than one, but finding someone that can help you get practical ways of going about making the changes that you desire.
Great. So I think number one, I would encourage her to make a decision. Make a decision that she is sick of being where she are, doing what she's doing, and maybe having what she's having. To make a decision, make the investment in a coach. I like to say you need an AP and not PA. You need an accountability partner and not permission and approval. We spend so much time getting permission and approval, or even needing it and wanting it, versus making a decision that I'm going to live the life of my dreams and have somebody to hold me accountable. Somebody that's going to encourage me, inspire me, motivate me, but would also speak truth to me when I'm going in the wrong direction.
Yes, absolutely. How you say you don't need that yes man.
No.
You don't. Because a lot of times that gets you in trouble, because you need somebody to be honest with you. Because a lot of times if you're just telling me, yeah, I'm not really learning nothing, because I'm still doing the same thing, because you're telling me it's okay. So yes, absolutely.
And can I add one other thing?
Yes,
you said that it's like you got to ask yourself, who's on your advisory board? Because sometimes we would ask the advice of people that don't know. And as I like to say, if they knew, they would already be doing it.
That's true.
You have to be careful of that environment, because sometimes we're asking family members and friends that haven't done it and not interested in doing it, whatever it may be. And we would ask them, what you think about this? How you feel about that? They don't feel anything about it. You need to get connected with people that are doing what you want to do, going where you want to go, or have already been where you're trying to go. And you would have that confidence. You would also have that fierceness about you, that focus about where you're going, because you have somebody that's walking that same step.
Absolutely. Listen, y'all got me ready for speeches and conversation now, and the conference not here yet. I'm ready already. Listen, y'all better make sure y'all go register, because the conference will be here before you know it, and this is only a few of who's gonna be there. So I'm telling y'all, make sure y'all register and get y'all tickets, because y'all gonna get blessed with these women. And I think we might have a minute or two on the panel, but just be ready to get impact, get empowered, get inspired, and be ready to learn. Ready to learn different things, because if you're not teachable, what are you really doing? You know what I mean? You got to be able to learn to elevate and learn to listen as well. So my next thing, if you had someone coming to you, like, because a lot of women come to the conference and they're still trying to figure out what's next for their business, or where should we go at this moment, or what's next for them. What would success look like for y'all?
This is such a powerful question. We're all like, wow. Thank you.
Anybody can say the question first.
Yeah. Wow. So success for me is really whatever God has in store for me, and where he's going to take me next, of all the people that I can impact, and the women and moms that really resonate, and that my message can get to and change their lives. Um, and I already feel like I'm a success in where I'm at, and the blessings that I have with my family. So just leveling that up to whatever next he has in store. I'm here for it. I receive it. I
Right.
claim it. Let's go, ladies.
Can you repeat your
Amen.
question? Because I was thinking, I'm like, I don't know if I heard you correctly. Can you repeat your question, please?
I said, what does success look for you? I said, a lot of women come and they're not sure what their success look like. You know, they come, they look and trying to figure out where they're going next. I asked, what do success look like for y'all, though?
I think for me, I've gotten into the habits. You know, we all are familiar with imposter syndrome and the spirit of perfectionism, and we can be really hard on ourselves. And so I've gotten into the habit to celebrate all my wins. It doesn't matter how small the win, it's a win. The fact that I was able to show up, that I took action, I celebrate that. And for me, that's success. Because all too often we create these big ideas, which is very feasible. However, we have to be mindful that it takes some small steps to get to that big which can be more attainable, but celebrate along the way. For me, that's what success looks like. Because it's not going to be a straight road. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. There's going to be some hard times. You might want to give up. That's just a part of the process. And to normalize it for women, and for me, normalizing that, you know what, you're doing your best. And that's enough. Celebrate that step. So that's what success looks like for me.
Yes, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Mark, I don't know if you're on mute. I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
I agree with what you guys are saying. It's pretty much, for me, at the end of the day, is having a peace of mind is success for me. And so in order to have a peace of mind at the end of the day, I have to know that I've done all that I can do in that day to accomplish the goals that I know are, on what I know my purpose is in life. And it's not easy to understand that always. So, that's where the meditation and prayer and really, having that inner, that self sustaining confidence, where that what you're thinking and what you're feeling is not invalid just because no one else is getting it at the time. So being a forward thinker, being at peace at the end of the day with those thoughts and those aspirations is what success means to me.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So success for me, I'm gonna have to use what Michelle Obama says. She said it's not about the money that you make, but it's about the difference that you make in people's lives. And for me, it is me doing what I said that I was going to do. I tell myself on a daily basis to be your word.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you're gonna do and do what you say. Mm-hmm. And if I do that, I am successful.
Amen. Listen, I love it all. Like all of that, it all arranged to the same thing. And the reason why I asked the question is because a lot of times people look at materialistic thing as success. So why not ask the question, what success look like for you? Because everybody has a different version of what success look like. And I want individuals to understand that successfulness not always comes from just materialistic things. It can come from, like you said, just the little victories, whoever you have accomplished of empowering them to another level, showing somebody just through what you do can impact them in the same terms of success. So I love it. I love it. I love it. So I want to give each of you a second to introduce yourself to anybody that is coming on, to be able to just give them a word of wisdom, a word of empowerment, and just, say who you are, what you do, and just give them a word of who they are. I'm going to take everybody else off the screen. So first, we are going to go with Miss Moore. We're going to do Miss Moore first. Ms. Moore, you're
Hello, everyone watching. I am Angeline Moore from Orlando, Florida, multidimensional entrepreneur, and I currently am a plus living and life coach, and I also am a laughter yoga leader. I am so excited to be able to speak on Success Women Conference. The one nugget that I would love to share with you as we step into coming into the conference is just to remember that the most two powerful words in the English language is I am. And anything that you say after I am is true. So just always remember that of speak words are powerful and how you speak them over yourself. And so always just know that to stay positive and to be your true self, because everyone else is already taken. So just be you and believe. Thank you so much, Shana. This was a powerful conversation, and I appreciate you sharing your space and your
no problem. It's an
platform with us.
honor because at times we have to bless people with that moment, and like Dr. Reed said, you have to bless the small victories, and this is a victory for you being able to speak at the conference and impact and empower people, especially talking about parent and being a single mom, and like you said, self-care, and that's the one thing a lot of us forget to do. So being able to have that conversation is huge. So I thank you for having it, opening the doors for it. I thank you for just blessing people with the gym. So next up, we are going to have Ms. Martin.
Hello, everyone. My name is Keena Martin. I am a life coach, lifestyle life coach. I am also founder and CEO of a nonprofit organization, as well as the founder and CEO of a life coaching network for all life coaches, all things life coach. I just want to encourage everyone today to really focus on your sphere, creating a power sphere that has other people, like-minded people such as yourself. So don't hesitate to get out there and network, whether they're local or far from you physically. You can connect online, you can connect by phone, but really increase your sphere. That will be life-changing. For me, as a mother of 3, I spent a lot of time just being a mom and creating a sphere for them to thrive in, and they're all doing very well. But I come to realize for me, that wasn't there. So they're all young adults now, and most of my acquaintances and my spheres of other parents, which is not a bad thing, but most of them aren't necessarily entrepreneurs or have some of the same goals that I have. So I've learned to create a sphere, different groups and organizations. I just want to encourage you to get those thoughts and ideas outside of your head, share them with other people, get a life coach, and get moving in 2022. Be the best version of you that you can be.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you giving them gems and supporting them. A nice life coach to get it together and elevate to the next level. So next up, we are going to have Miss, hold on, I'm sorry, computer doing extraness. We're going to have Miss Onika.
All right. This is Dr. Onika Shirley, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. I want to encourage you to take action. When? Now. Because tomorrow may be too late. I want you to know that your life is valuable. Your life is valuable, and that you matter. You matter. What you have to offer matter. Your dreams, your desires matter. Your gifts matter. And so I encourage you to unwrap the gifts that God has given you. Do not shrink back It is time out for us to be just seen, but it's time for us to be heard and to be paid. It is so important for you to know that you have something to offer the world, and they're waiting on you. They are waiting on you. So if you're under the sound of my voice, you should just say, I matter. I matter. No matter what anybody has told you throughout your whole entire life, no matter what mistakes you have made, no matter what decisions you may not have made, I want you to say that I matter. I matter. I matter. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here. And you matter.
Yes, I matter. Y'all heard that right? I matter. She's telling y'all that you matter, and you got to understand that you matter. I thank you for what you do, because what you do is so important. There's so many times people have beaten their head and self-sabotage and just forget about themselves and forget that they matter.
Yes. Thank
So
you.
absolutely. And can we have Dr. Reed up next?
Hello. My name is Dr. Tashina Reader, and I am a therapist, a coach, an educator, and author. I am the founder of I Manifest Academy, which is a coaching program that I created for women whose life experiences rob them of their sense of self and their confidence. And so what I do is I coach women to redefine their identities and to cultivate self-love so that they can create the life that they desire to live in harmony with themselves. And when you think about losing yourself because of life experiences, my message is often is to the women is that you are an atmosphere changer. You are who you say you are. And like my sister was saying earlier, that you matter. I am. That you are important, right? So we have to define who you are and who you are not, right? And so when we get to know that for ourselves, we can change the atmosphere, right? And so I want you women to know that and believe that and to stand in that you can change the atmosphere, bring in that energy of who you are. And so that's what I do. That's what I offer. That's the impact that I'm hoping to make, to let ladies know that there is life after trauma, and that your pain doesn't define who you are or the trajectory of your life, because you are an atmosphere changer.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are. You are an atmosphere changer. I could just say bless you, because everything you talk about is also what I talk about. So it's like a reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. It's like listening to another, like a glass window. Like, I say that all the time. But yes, I am honored to be able to actually interview each and every one of y'all. Y'all have been a blessing to this platform. And I hope everybody that's been listening and paying attention has been getting those gems that y'all had delivered and have blessed everybody with. Can I just have everybody go and tell everybody how to find y'all, how to follow y'all, how to get in touch with y'all, how to connect with y'all if you need to connect, if y'all want to get them for speaking engagements, if you want to cut a check, all the above, how to connect with y'all.
Does it matter who goes first?
Nope, it doesn't matter. However y'all want to go in line.
Okay. My website, I can be reached at drtashinareader.com. I am also on Instagram and on Facebook at Dr. Tashina Reader. And if you're interested in me coming to share a word with women, my email is drtrspeaks.com. And so those are my contact information.
And for me, you can reach me by email at grow@coachshop, COACHSHOP.org. Instagram, it's life.
Did she freeze on us?
Mm-hmm.
I think she froze. Oh no.
Oh,
You know, I'll have to
wow.
come back.
There she go.
Okay.
She's back.
I'm sorry. Did it?
Yeah, you have froze, but you can go ahead. You were you can start over with the link because it totally froze in the middle of you saying everything.
Oh no. Okay. So my website is grow@coachshop.org, and that's COACHSHOP.org. For my email, for Instagram, it's lifecoach_unlimited, and Facebook is also Life Coach Unlimited.
Okay.
Website is also www.coachshop.org.
Super exciting. I'm Angeline Moore. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at the Angeline Moore. I'm also on Clubhouse, and you can get on that audio platform, and that's at Angeline Moore without the. My website is aplusliving.co. So that's APLUS living.co. You can text me Sparkle10 at 1-352-353-8256, or even just MQ to get some inspirational motivation scriptures sent to you. I'm here for it and here for you. Thank you.
I am on social media, Instagram as Action Speaks, Facebook just Onika Shirley. Onika Shirley. You can also text the word ready to 870-568-8525, 870-568-8525. Thank you so much.
Yeah, ladies, it's been a blessing to have y'all on the platform. It's been a blessing and an honor to actually interview such dynamic and impactful and inspirational women. It's a force to be reckoned with. So I want to thank y'all for coming to Victory of the Minds, which this is called Testimonial Tuesdays. And the doors are always open. So whenever y'all want to come back, just inbox me. We always ready and willing to hear testimony over here. You know, we like they say, you don't look like what you've been through. So your testimony is to understand for people that, knowing that your past don't define you and you can elevate after trauma. So I am here for all of that. And I thank y'all. And everybody, we will be back next Tuesday with some more awesome speakers of the Successful Women Conference. As you can see, I have the registration information at the bottom. Register for the Successful Women Conference, Fierce and Focus, at www.imfierceandfocus.com. Please go register. Don't want to miss these awesome ladies and everybody else that's coming to speak, to impact, and to empower. God bless, and we will see y'all next Tuesday. Everybody have a great night.
You too. Thank you.
Join host Sheena Gordon and Lyrical 7 for Testimonial Tuesdays. Join host Sheena Gordon and Lyrical 7 for Testimonial Tuesdays for 3 Tuesdays of each month. The testimonies that their guests give are not only life-changing, but they are also powerful and emotional as well. So please, join us as we go on this testimonial journey.